All right, everybody, we have somebody special here. We're at Fox Knives. We have Doug I've been talking a lot, Doug Marcaida, and
Ram Frank.
So tell us what you got going on.
All right, well, first off, I want to introduce and get it not just Ram Frank, Grandmaster Ram Frank of Filipino martial arts. He's also one of the designers, premier designers for DEFCON 5, sister company of Fox. A lot of designs are also with a lot of knife companies. I use his design. In my karabit here, the tribal kit that I have, that's the brand right there that I keep using. Why do I love the brand? Because it allows for kinetic opening. I turn it out and it deploys as I pull. But what I love about the blade too is I can also design this to do a one-handed opening with a karambit. And a lot of karambits can do that. You can use two hands. But because of that, I wanted to make sure that we feature the guy who designed this, which is Grandmaster Ram. I call him Grandmaster because he is a Grandmaster of Filipino martial arts. And not just that, I believe he's a treasure. Because of the way this guy thinks, he puts into action, into his knife developments, the things that we do with Filipino martial arts. Take it away.
Thank you. Well, Doug always talks about, gunting, scissoring. And when I first did this almost 30 years ago for Remy,
30 years ago. Remember that?
We can make this open on the move. He said, what do you mean? I had a mini brand. He said, oh, look, if I touch you, it's open.
Yep. Now, just to qualify, for those who aren't Filipino martial artists, right, a gunting is a scissoring motion. So we push the hand one way when you scissor. So that's what he won't do that to himself, but he will do it to me, and you show that, right?
I'll do it
with a trainer. You gotta have a trainer, guys.
With a trainer.
Yeah, so
right?
that it's open. And for us, because we're used to doing, and then we go right to reverse for trapping, I invented indexing, not indexing and spoon clip. So I was in here and hammering that I get it open. And when I'm in here, I can go right to reverse grip and do my trap. I can roll right back, and then there's a control going and shut it back down as we go.
And the thing also here is that, do the gunting opening answer. So on the gunting, even that, if he wants to cut you, he can also come out here and control you with the back of the brand. Right, so the beautiful is the versatility of this one design. And it's a less than lethal design, meaning if I don't ever want to cut anyone, it's not AT&T of the 1980s where you reach out and cut someone, right? You can actually do a lot of impact with that, a lot of pressure control tactics that they use in law enforcement. He's also with law enforcement. I used to teach in law enforcement, so I love having that as an option to do that as less than lethal. But anything escalates, you're right there to make it escalate for whatever you want. Also, the handle that he's got right there, you see that little circle thing? It's to allow you, and also here, to be able to flip the different grips. Because sometimes people go, I don't like edge out. Okay, it's edge in. How hard was that? I'm like, what? I mean, be entering here thinking it's edge out. Oh, I need to get edge in? Okay, edge in. That's simple, right? Because of the way he designed these things. So there's a lot of things that are going on. People don't understand, so they make comments, it doesn't work and everything else. Well, why don't you educate yourself, and that way you can understand it and appreciate it. And that's everything that we do in the world. This gentleman here has educated me, because I remember 30 years ago when somebody showed me, Dr. Jerome Barber showed me this, I didn't understand it. Go, that doesn't make sense, and everything. Once I got educated, then it just opens up the possibilities. So always keep an open mind. Educate yourself, and you will truly appreciate what's out there. That's one of the things that I want to make sure that this gentleman is able to present to us.
Doug has seen this. I showed a couple people. Everybody knows Filipino Valley songs. When I showed Doug a private video, he went, oh, you're kidding. I said, yeah, a ramp opening Valley song and a ramp closing, then I don't have to flip it. Or what? So we can still do all our hammering pinching, but if I touch it, I open rather than all the flipping. So that's the...
And once again, we're still there with the idea that it is a less than lethal option. You always have that, to use that. Same thing as you can hook this way, you can hook with it, and we can open it. If you have to open it, you've got that wrap opening. But even in its closed position right here, you can manipulate the blade so that you can be always a less than lethal option. But if you need to be lethal with it, it's there.
And that's what the Bramp allows to do. And Rem used to say, like Emerald, bam, if I can reach out and touch you, I'm going to touch you. I'm going to give you a physical attitude adjustment. When Doug figured it out from his very first Bramp, he called me and goes, oh my God, you're a genius. Do you know what I could do with this? And then he started using it for raking, pitching, catching. Goes, oh, especially the Tribal K. If he's got, oh, that's the wrong thing. If that Tribal K is raking or touching you, guess what? It'll open. And it doesn't matter what direction it is.
And there's a lot of blade makers out there that use the Bramp. You've got Bastinelli, who I collaborate with. You got Jerry Mihongi who also does that. You got a lot of people who use the ramp because obviously it works.
Scallywag with their new stuff, with the DMV folders and stuff. Tom Gomez is going live with a new Tarani folder that's using the ramp.
Yeah. Wow. Steve Tarani, one of the greats out there when it comes to these martial art blades. But
and
once again,
also go, why is it on your fixed blade? Well, as Doug showed, that ramp means, and Doug and I do lots of hand exchanges.
Yeah.
Ramp means we don't slide. It means we have a guard and we can't go on. But that means we can still trap and hold it. And I love the K's because it does all, and it's right in your hand. It's right in your hand. But I'm honored because I think the ramp is kind of sexy, you know, and it's my thing. And I tell people that if I can touch you, I come up gross motor skill. That's the next thing. That I come up, I panic. Anybody can hammer. So and if I can hammer, I can. And some people don't get that. They say that won't work.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you don't understand. You know, the nice thing about it is it allows me to really play with it, have fun with it, and that's the whole thing, really. Make knives fun again.
Yeah.
When you can do that, you start to understand things, and I encourage people to explore, because that's how we come up with things. We explore things, we try to understand. Don't just put it down, because if you don't understand it, doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't work. You just don't understand it. Find the people who created it, talk to them, and then get educated, and then you'll appreciate it.
Yeah. And I try to make when I design stuff, I know the attributes he needs. I do sort of the same thing. He's younger, faster, and cooler than I am because I'm 37.
That's not true. I'm just prettier.
Yeah, for sure. And so we feed off of each other. So for many years, Doug has given me feedback, and I go, well, try this. And he's good enough to try it. But yes, we try to make user-friendly tools in today's world. Filipino martial arts are about options.
Yeah.
And people make knives that are, I gut you right now. Well, we want to bring options back.
And it also seems like there's the old saying as iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Yep.
You find people of equal or greater hardness than you, and you can sharpen off of each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it, and have a nice day.
Thank you. I appreciate it.